What's good, y'all? It's your boy Matt, your favorite CEO, fitness model, and content creator. This video is sponsored by Limitless Visions. You see your book got the hoodie on, going crazy. Your future self is depending on you. Your future self is depending on you. I need you to understand that every move that you make, every step that you take, every decision that you make from here on out is gonna dictate where you will be a year from now, a few months from now, even 5 years from now. Right? That's why a lot of you who have these bad habits and these things occur over time and you gradually develop more and more bad habits, 10 years go by, you're in a worse place than you were 10 years ago, or you're in the same exact place because of what? Your habits. So the decisions that you make right now, the moves that you make, the habits that you develop is going to dictate your future. It's going to determine your future. So you have to start changing your habits and start developing better habits so you can have a better reality for yourself. If you eat fast food every day for the next 40, 50 years, what's going to happen? You're going to end up having disease and illness. But if you start developing better health habits, then over time, you'll be in a better place. You'll have less mucus, less inflammation. You'll be physically better. You'll look physically better. You know what I mean? And you'll be mentally better as well. You know what I mean? Because you have to understand that your habits create the reality that you live in, but your future self, the future version of you, the best version of you is dependent on you right this moment to make new decisions, to take on new habits, to take on new action. I told you 2025 is the year of action, but what are you going to do to get to where you want to be? You might not be there yet to the physical, but internally you have to be delusional about your goals and you have to see yourself as already that individual and start developing the habits of the best version of you. Most of you claim that you want to lose 100 pounds, but you still have the habits of someone who's 300. Right? But that 190-pound version of you, that future version of you is dependent on you right now, but based on the habits that you have. You can't get to 190 rock solid muscle by eating fast food, by eating processed foods. You have to develop new habits. You have to think the new thoughts and take new action. Someone who was 190, rock solid muscle, six-pack going crazy, low body fat, they have different habits than someone who is 300 pounds, obviously. You know what I mean? So think about it, the 300-pound version of you and the 190-pound version of you, that's rock solid muscle, that's in the best physical condition ever, right? Those people have different habits. That 190 version is the future version of you. But there's also another version of you that's still 300 20 years from now with the same bad habits and bad health and bad physical condition. So are you going to become that healthy 190 person? Or are you going to be that still that fat, overweight, unhealthy 300-pound person? You know what I mean? Like I said, your future version of you depends on the decisions that you make right now and the action that you take. So make sure that you're taking on new action. If you're doing the same shit now that you was a year ago, you're going to be in the same place. Whether that's in terms of your finances, whether that's in terms of like what you're consuming in terms of food, right? Not going to the gym, binge watching TV shows, scrolling on social media like a zombie. If you're constantly doing those things like you were last year, you're going to be in the same exact place in 2026 that you were in 2025. So starting tomorrow, because tomorrow is January 1st, take on new action. Think the new thoughts. Do new shit that's going to better the future version of you. Because the future version of you, the best version of you is depending on you right now. The people in your future, whether it's your future kids, your parents when they're 20 years older, your siblings, your wife, your husband, whoever it may be, what you do now is gonna affect them long term as well. So you gotta think about that. You can't be selfish all the time. You gotta take into consideration that you becoming your best, everybody around you evolves. Everybody around you becomes better. If you're in the best place financially 20 years from now, right, and you're taking action towards becoming that individual, your parents will be taken care of. Your significant other will be taken care of. Your kids will be taken care of. Everybody around you, your best friends, your family, everybody's going to be good because of you. But those future people, right, all those people in, the future versions of themselves, even you, they're depending on you right now. So me, Matthew Rodriguez, I have to make sure that every single day I'm stacking up my funds, making sure that every single day I'm going to the gym, making sure every single day I'm locking down the diet, because my habits create my reality. So if I'm taking on the same habits I had 3 years ago, I'm going to be in the same place I was 3 years ago. But if I start developing new and better habits and improving my life day by day, get 1% better, the future version of me will become a reality. The best version of me will become a reality. You know what I mean? And everybody around me in the future will be taken care of. But if I bullshit right now, And I'm not locking in. I'm not locking down the diet. I'm not locking in. I'm not, channeling my sexual energy towards my purpose. I'm not training. I'm not working on my purpose. I'm not creating this content. Then the millions of people I could have helped won't get impacted because I stopped moving towards my vision, because I took on bad habits. I'm not doing that. I'm not moving like that. And you shouldn't either. Remember, your family, your friends, your future kids, the future versions of these people and the future version of you is dependent on you right now. So what are you going to do today to take new action? What are you going to do today to move towards your vision, to get 1% better? What are you going to do today to change your diet so you can prolong your life and so you won't have to live a life of disease and illness and sickness and suffering? What are you going to do today? What actions are you going to take? What moves are you going to make? What decisions are you going to make? Because a lot of you are going to have to start making some big ass decisions about cutting out certain things from your diet, cutting off certain people that are not in alignment with your vision and that are bringing you down and that are fucking energy vampires, cutting off certain family members, whatever it may be that's going to make you and help you to become better. You got to sacrifice those things. You know what I mean? And you got to understand, and I'm going to say this again and again and again, the future version of yourself is depending on you right now. So you have to take on new action. You have to take on new ventures. You have to take on new risk in your life. No risk, no Rari. If you don't take the risk and you stay content, you stay comfortable, and you're afraid of taking risks, you're going to live in regret the next 30, 40 years. I'm telling you, don't live in regret. I will never live in regret for the rest of my life because I know that the actions that I take right now is going to positively impact the 30-year-old version of me, even me next year when I'm 23. You know what I mean? I'm about to be 23 years young in the next 4 months. It's January 1st tomorrow, right? But I know that by today of next year, when I'm 23 years going into 2026, right? That I'm going to be in a completely different place financially, mentally, physically, spiritually. Everything about me is going to be up. You're going to see it along my journey too. And I'm going to help you to become better along my journey and also along yours, right? But I'm going to constantly be improving. But imagine if right now, until today of next year, I started eating fast food habitually. I stopped working out, right? I stopped creating my content altogether. You know what I mean? I stopped working. I stopped saving my money. I stopped doing the things that are going to make me better and the things I need to do to improve. Where would I be a year from now? I'd either be in the same place, or 9 times out of 10, I wouldn't be in the same place. I'll actually be in a worse place because right now I'm locked down on my diet. Right now I'm locked down on my finances, learning and improving on these things, right? So I could become better. Because if you have a shitty diet in terms of like what you're physically eating, you're not going to be in perfect health. If you have a shitty mental diet in terms of what you're mentally consuming, you're not going to be able to, think clear. Your mind's going to always be scrambled with all this other bullshit. Your mind, you can't quiet your mind if your mind is filled with a fast food diet mentally, your mental fast food diet, right? You need to have a healthy diet in terms of like what you're mentally consuming. I made a whole video on that, on the mental diet, right? But that all stems from the actions and the decisions and the thoughts that you think right now. Think the new thoughts. Think thoughts of abundance. Think thoughts of, prosperity. Think thoughts of good health. Think thoughts of God, right? Because without God, none of this is possible. Without God, I'm not recording from this camera that was created by someone that God created. You know what I mean? The creator of this camera was created by the Most High. So you have to understand that you are in the image and likeness of the Creator, which means that you are a creator in your life. You have the ability to take something out of your mind and bring it into the physical. That is birthing something into this world. Limitless visions is a real thing. I birthed this shit into the physical. I birthed it. It started in my mind. It was a vision. It was a goal. I brought it into reality. Now it's a real thing. It's a real tangible thing. You know what I mean? My shirts that I had that you saw in my previous videos, my hoodie, and the amount of people I'm about to impact. You know what I mean? But what if I never started Limitless Visions? Would I be wearing this hoodie right now? No. Will people know about it? No. Will the millions of people that will be impacted by my brand know about it? No. But I made the decision and I took the risk to start it. Why not? You know what I mean? So make sure that you're locking in. It's 2025. Go out there and make it happen every single day. Like I said, every single day, get 1% better and take action. You need to make a fucking move right now. You know what I mean? Lock in, do what you need to do, and understand that your future self is dependent on you and the future versions of your family, your woman, your kids, those people that don't even exist yet, like your children, are dependent on you. There's young individuals that aren't even born yet, that's not even a part of your own family, that are going to be impacted by you because you impacted their parents' lives right now. I need you to understand that there's people who are going to watch my content today that don't have kids, that 10 years from now when they have children, 20 years from now when their children are adults, their children are going to be impacted by me because I impacted their parents. So you need to understand that everything you do right now, your journey, your goals, your vision, who you are as a person, your journey shapes this world and you are important. So go out there and make it happen. And understand that there's people out there that don't even exist yet that are dependent on you. There are people that exist right now that are in your family and that you love and care about. The future versions of them are going to be taken care of because of you. The future versions of them are depending on you to become your best right now. And the future version of you, the best version of you, the most successful, healthy, abundant version of you is dependent on you right now and the actions that you take from here on out. It's 2025. Take new action, think the new thoughts, make new moves. Don't do the same shit you were doing last year because you're going to get the same fucking results. Your boy, Matt Rodriguez. Like, share, and subscribe. Follow your boy on Instagram at MattRodriguez_18. Follow Limitless Visions at limitlessvisions.co on Instagram. And follow your boy on TikTok at MattRodriguez_18. I love y'all. Happy New Year. Yo, peace and blessings upon y'all. Have a great fucking year.